Today we are working on a 2008 Toyota Rav4 with the 3.5 V6 engine. We will be replacing the alternator. The factory service manual says that you need to remove the radiator, but I wanted to try it without going that far. I did run into some issues, but I'm hoping this video is going to help you avoid some of those issues. First of all, how do you know your alternator is going bad? Usually this little battery light lights up on your cluster, and when you check the voltage at the battery with the engine running, you see there is less than 14 volts. So let's get started. You will need to remove the engine cover and the radiator support cover. I removed the battery also, but you can just disconnect the cables. Now I removed the radiator support. It is held on by four 14mm bolts. You'll also need to disconnect the hood release cable to take this off. Now I remove the coolant reservoir. Down here I am removing a bracket holding the AC lines. It is held in place by one 10mm bolt. I found that the easiest way to get to the drive belt is by removing the passenger front wheel and taking off the plastic cover. The tensioner can be seen right here, and it needs to be twisted counterclockwise with a 14mm wrench to remove the belt. Now you can pull the radiator and the fan assembly forward to access the alternator. Here are the two cables you'll need to remove. This one is a 10mm nut, the other one is just a clip. Now it's time to remove the alternator. There are three bolts holding the alternator. There is a 14mm bolt on top, a 14mm bolt on the bottom, and there is a hidden 12mm bolt. This is the one that gave me trouble. The bolt is on the driver's side of the alternator, between the alternator and the dipstick. I used a deep 12mm with an extension to get it out. Now you will be able to partly remove the alternator. The only thing holding it at this point is a plastic clip on the back. Once you get that off, the alternator comes right out. So here are the locations for the top and the bottom 14mm bolts. These are the cable locations, and here is the hidden 12mm bolt location. And now to put everything back together, installation is reverse of removal. And once everything is installed, you can check the voltage going to the battery. You're looking for right around 14 volts, which is exactly what I got. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. If it did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.